Hi everybody! Today I'm going to make a video talking about acne and what is currently helping me because my acne is finally in a really good place and I found something that's working. And so I just kind of want to share about my acne experience and what I'm currently doing and how it's going and all of that. So I'm going to try not to make this a super long video, but I do want to share a little bit about my past struggles. So I've been fighting acne for the majority of my life, I guess. Technically, it's been like 25 years. So since I was a preteen, and I started breaking out in my preteen years, and just on my own, without any medical intervention, I still break out. Well into adulthood, I'm in my mid, kind of late 30s now, and if I didn't have medicine helping me right now, I would still have full-blown acne. And it's not limited to my face. I get breakouts on my face, my chest, and my back. It's always come in all three places as a package deal. And it's tough. I'll put it that way. I feel like I could talk about it forever, but it's really tough. I don't mean one or two little pimples here or there throughout the course of my life, and then they go away, and then my skin looks great for a long time. You know, like the occasional zit. That is not what I deal with. I deal with like full blown. So over the years, I have tried to get help and I found a few things that worked for me, and I have something currently that works for me. So before I tell you what worked for me in the past, let me preface this by saying I'm not a medical professional. I have no medical knowledge or training, and I am not giving anyone medical advice. So if anything I say about what I've taken or done sounds interesting to you, please feel free to look that up on your own and discuss it with your doctor. But I am not a doctor. I'm not your doctor. I'm nobody's doctor. I am not qualified to, diagnose or recommend medication. But I can share with you, again, what I do so that maybe that's something you could look into for yourself. Before I tell you what has worked for me, let me tell you what did not work for me, and this is from preteens to currently. Products, as in skincare products like acne washes, creams, gels, lotions, scrubs, masks, all that like over-the-counter stuff, and the regular brands like Clean and Clear, Clearasil, Proactive, like the Oxy pads or Stridex, Noxzema, any of those brands that you could find at like the grocery store or Target. None of those typical acne product brands have ever made a product that helped my acne. And it took me way too long to figure that out and for it to really hit home and sink in that just because it says the word acne or breakout on the bottle doesn't mean it's going to help your breakouts. They never did for me, and I'm really happy that I have gotten off of like the product train and taken a step back from those products and gone a different route to find something that helped me. Okay, so just know that like over all these years, basically I was trying product after product, nothing worked. The first thing that actually worked for my acne, I took when I was 18. I got it from a dermatologist, and that was like my third dermatologist at that point, and they prescribed Accutane. Accutane is, I believe, still somewhat controversial. It kind of was at the time, it was after, and I don't even know if people still take it or if it's still prescribed. So let me know if you know anything about Accutane and like the state of it right now. And definitely, down in the comments, let me know if you've taken it and how it went for you. So when I was 18, I went on it for 6 months. I don't remember the prescription level though. And it took a long time to kick in, but it did kick in, and my skin was beautiful once it kicked in, probably around age 19. And then like for the first few years into my 20s, it gave me beautiful skin. So that was great. But like I said, it kind of was controversial because it was considered somewhat dangerous because of all the potential side effects. So I didn't think I had any side effects, nothing negative, but I didn't think I wanted to take it again just to be on the safer side. So at some point in my early 20s, kind of getting to mid 20s, the Accutane, I guess, wore off and all my acne came back 100%. I was back to square one again. So I didn't want to do the Accutane again. So I was very frustrated and decided to Google things and try things on my own. And I definitely do not recommend doing that because I don't think that was the safest decision either. Because what I had found was some random article talking about how in some other country, they did a study allegedly of some kind, like I would know where to find it or read the study, that said if you took a mega dose of vitamin B5, it cleared their acne. And so naturally, I ran right out and bought this big bottle of vitamin B5 or pantothenic acid. Hopefully I'm saying that right, pantothenic acid. And I took a ton of those vitamins every day. I took some at morning, at lunchtime, and at night. I was on them for about a year, and I gotta say, they worked. It didn't take the full year to kick in because I was only on them for about a full year. And I only stopped taking them because my doctor, I just went for like an annual exam, and it was not to my dermatologist. I had no dermatologist at that point and hadn't since I was 18 and had the Accutane. I didn't go back to that doctor. So I just had no dermatologist at that point, but my OBGYN said, well, maybe it's not a good idea for you to be taking all these vitamins, like all of these B5 vitamins every day. This doesn't sound like a good idea. So I stopped taking them. And after a while, I got a while out of it, not as long as I did the Accutane of somewhat clear skin. And then my acne came back just the same all over again. So from my like late 20s to my mid 30s, I just was alone and frustrated with all my breakouts. My back was terrible. My face was really struggling. I was just really frustrated, and I did not want to go to a dermatologist because I guess I felt hopeless. I felt like I'd already tried some medications because I had in my teens, pre-Accutane, I had tried some different prescriptions, but it was so long ago. I don't remember anything about it, like what they were, how long I tried them, or anything like that. So I just remembered that I had tried medicines before, they didn't work. And then I tried Accutane and it worked, but I didn't want to go back on it. I just was struggling. So in my mid 30s, and I'm 36 right now, by the way, so I'm going to say like 33, almost 34, somewhere in that neighborhood of that's when I finally went and saw a dermatologist. So I didn't even go to the dermatologist really because of my acne. What gave me the push to go was because I was struggling with skin irritations and rashes, and I had a wedding to be in. So I had to start working on the rashes. I kept getting rashes like under here and on my neck and on my chest, and I'd get little rashes on my face also. So my chest was like the main place I kept getting rashes. I don't know what the heck was going on. My skin has just gotten more sensitive over the years, I guess, and that is normal. That can happen to everybody. So I went to the dermatologist for the rashes, and I decided, okay, I'm also going to talk about the acne because the rashes and the acne need to be worked on before I'm in this wedding, because, I'm wearing a nice dress and I want to look nice in pictures. And the way the dress is, it's like around the shoulder, kind of like off the shoulder, and there's a little band that goes like here all the way around. And so if I had any upper chest breakouts or any breakouts on my upper back, you could see them. And I always had breakouts on my upper back. They never cleared up. Maybe I'd have a little, reprieve here on my chest, and of course, just the ones on my face also. So the dermatologist helped me with that, with the rash stuff. But then I talked to her about acne also, and I gave her the whole long history of how it was going for me and where I was now and how I was feeling, and on and on. And also, she had never heard of vitamin B5 megadosing being like a thing to do for acne, but I made sure to tell her about it because I wanted her to know that it worked for me, but I'm not taking the vitamins anymore. But it's a thing and it worked. So I'm sure she really appreciated my highly scientific and knowledgeable opinion. So what she decided to put me on, and I reluctantly and skeptically started taking, is Spironolactone. And that is what I'm still currently taking about almost 2 years later now. I've been on it, I don't know, I'm going to say like a year and 9 months, something like that. And it works. And as far as we know, it's something that is safe enough to stay on long term. And I have no plans of coming off of that medication unless I like absolutely had to. So Spironolactone, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I feel like it's kind of hard for me to say. I take 150 milligrams every day with a little asterisk, I'll say. I have a bottle of the 100 milligram pills and a bottle of the 50 milligram pills. And so like, you know, together it equals 150. So some days I just remember to take the 100 milligram pill, but not the 50. And on a really bad day, I would only remember to like take the 50, not the 100. So most days I really am taking 100 to 150. It's just kind of on and off every day, depending on if I get all my pills and vitamins in. When I started taking the Spironolactone, I had like 3 or 4 months until the wedding I was going to stand up in. And I was really hoping that the medicine would kick in by then, so that I would feel a little bit better about being in my dress that was showing so much skin. It did not kick in 3 or 4 months. And I was at that wedding, trying to cover up my acne as best I could. And if you have struggled with especially like body acne, you might have some of the same like little tips and tricks, like do some of the same things I have always done. And one of those things is, well, your first choice is to always wear the very covering clothes so nobody can see your skin that's all broken out. I also wore my hair down. That's the old standby. You gotta wear your hair, gotta keep your hair long, and you gotta wear it down so it helps cover your back. And then I also had my sisters try and help me like put foundation on a makeup sponge and try and like cover the acne with the foundation. And so that my dress, which again was like a band around here, didn't slip too low to show the both acne and rash I had going on my chest at that point. I took double stick tape and taped the dress to my chest high enough that it covered anything that didn't look so good lower. So I was trying all the tricks. And I just remember on that day, which is otherwise a very nice and wonderful day, but just about my skin, I remember feeling just like I'd had it. I was, by that point, I'm sure I was 34, and I am still trying to hide these pimples in various spots on my body. Like, it just felt ridiculous, and I really felt bad about that. So, and I felt bad that the medicine hadn't worked yet because it'd been 3 or 4 months. So like, let's go. This should be kicking in. I think I remember my doctor telling me something like within 3 months, like X percentage of people will see results or something. Like she had some kind of statistic like that. It was like within 3 months, or something like within 3 months, you'll see this much clearage. And then within 6 months, it's typical to see this much clearage. Like your skin will get 20% better, 50% better. I don't know, it was something like that. And so I heard that, those numbers, whatever she was sharing with me, and they sounded good. And I thought that I would be in that statistic, like, oh, well, I'm going to be one of the people that by 3 months gets my skin 30% less active breakouts or 30% better, whatever the case was. I was not one of those people. My skin had not improved in 3 months. So yeah, and then even 4 months, whenever the wedding was, like around 4 months, nothing. Okay. I'm used to being frustrated and having my acne be very resistant to help. So, okay, fine. So 6 months rolls around and I'm back at the dermatologist for an update. You know, we follow up with her every few months and she would take pictures at the appointments. So it's 6 months and nothing. Now, she might have had a slightly different opinion because she felt that some of the amount of active breakouts I was getting was lessening. But to me, it didn't feel or look that way. And I had so many like pimples that were sort of starting to go away, but they were leaving the marks for a really long time. But I was still getting active breakouts. So I was buying none of it. And I'm sure I like her a lot. And of course, I'm very, very nice and friendly at the doctor's office. But inside, I was so mad at myself. I'm mad at my skin. I was mad at the medicine. Not so much her, because again, she's super nice and I'm still with that same dermatologist and I plan to stick with her for a long time. But maybe you know and understand just the frustration and how like upset and over it you get. So I was just over it. It's 6 months. I was over it. And I was really sad that I did not see any results, in my opinion. And as the one who looks at their skin here, here, and here every single day, I really wasn't seeing much happening. So for some reason, I don't know, by the 7th month, month 7, is when things started to clear up. Now, I was not clear by the end of the 7th month, but I was noticing some changes. And it took 7 months for that to happen, for a true noticeable start to my acne clearing up on the Spironolactone. And also, I think I started on 100 milligrams, and then at some point I bumped up to the 150, but I don't remember at what point in those 7 months did I bump up. But by 7 months, when it started to get better, I had already bumped up to the 150. So by the 7th month, the ball was rolling, the Spironolactone really kicked in and was starting to work. And after that, it happened fairly quickly. Like, I'm sure it took a few more months because nothing happens overnight, especially for my stupid skin. And the marks, I have marks that just hang around for a very long time. So that's another part of it, is like, even if I'm not actively breaking out, I just can't get rid of the marks very easily or very quickly. So it was working though. The ball was rolling, it was working, and my skin looks beautiful now. And it, again, I've been on this medicine for like a year and 9 months, but it did not take that long for the Spironolactone to fully work and my skin to look fully better. A complete 180, a complete transformation of my skin. It is so nice now. And I don't say that to be braggy. Please don't take it that way. Like, I'm going to sit here and be like, I am so cute and my skin is so beautiful. I'm talking about from an acne perspective, not like an aging, a wrinkle, redness perspective. So just from an acne perspective, I am going to celebrate that my skin looks great. And I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad saying that, because I'm really happy with how it looks. And I've struggled with this for so long. I deserve to say that. If you were in a place like I was, you'll know that it's a struggle. It's a fight. It can make you feel so many different things, none of which are good. And sometimes you don't know if anything can help you. Can any doctor help you? Are any of these products you're using going to help you? Like, what do you do? So I finally, after, what was it? If I went to the dermatologist around like 33, 34, and I hadn't been to a dermatologist since the one that prescribed my Accutane, I think. So I spent over like 10 years not going to the dermatologist because I was so frustrated and felt like I just didn't have any options. Again, not a doctor. I sat my butt at home and was sure nothing would work because my creams and washes didn't, and I couldn't take some other things like I knew things. I didn't know anything, and my butt should not have been at home. It should have been at the dermatologist's office trying to get help years sooner. Best thing I ever did, one of the best things I ever did, was finally talk to a dermatologist again. And I'm so glad she prescribed the Spironolactone, and I'm glad that, as frustrated as I was, that I stuck with it. Because if I had given up on this medicine at the 3 or 6 month mark, I would have missed out on this. My chest is clear, my face is clear, my back is clear, and I'm going to show you also, I'm going to insert at some point in here some before pictures or video. I think I have possibly both. I think I have both pictures and video of before I ever took the spironolactone, just a few months before. So you can see what like a real good before look. And then I'm going to show you a little bit closer today, the after. So you can see the before and after of my spironolactone journey. So I'm going to share that in this video, but I could have missed out on all of this and missed out on clear skin. And now I'm 36 and I don't have to really think about my acne very much anymore. And it feels really good. Okay, so here is where I'm going to put in some pictures and videos of before. And this video was taken 2 years ago when I tried to make this video the first time. It wasn't about spironolactone because I wasn't on it at that point. It was about, like I wanted to share about what I had done for my acne at that point. But I was so desperate, like right before I went to the dermatologist 2 years ago, that I was going to start doing the megadosing of the vitamin B5 again. Even though I knew it probably wasn't a great idea, I was going to do it anyway. So I was taking that video to show the before of the megadose of the vitamins. And then I changed my mind and did not take it and was like, I had it and I'm just going to the doctor. But that's why I took the video I'm going to share, because I was trying to do a before, but for the vitamins. And since I never took the vitamins, it ended up being a before for the spironolactone. I just didn't realize that at that moment of taking the video. But I have video, I have pictures, and I'm going to put them in right now. So this is from 2020, pre-spironolactone. This is what my skin looked like. Here's the right side of my face currently. And I'm hoping that this lighting is okay because I'm by an open window, just to get some natural light and show you clearly. So yeah, this is the scoop over here. And it's not just jawline anymore. It's moving up into the cheeks. And my forehead has cleared up a little, but it too in the last several weeks was all bumpy and pimply. Like, I don't know what happened. And then luckily it toned down, but it totally flared. But yeah, this is it. There's one. That I can feel. So when we talk about pain, that one's not painful, but it's like I can touch that and be like, oh, like I can feel that one. Here's the left side of my face. It's better than the right. No clue why. No clue. So anyway, yeah, neck pimples. I don't know if you can see this. Again, trying to show the best I can. I have a big, painful pimple back there in my hairline. So my chest also breaks out. Typically not as severely as my face and my back, but it absolutely still does break out. So this is what it looks like at the moment. It is looking rough. Looking rough. Anything that pops up does take a very long time to heal. And in general, I'm just all terrible and red and bumpy. Okay, so here's my right shoulder, and my right part of my back. I have another, hi, 2 kitties are around. Okay, hi, Sweet Pea, there she is. Hi, Sweet Pea. So that is, I think it's okay if I just take that down to show to there. This is how it is, and this is years of my life. This is what I have looked like outside of the Accutane and the B5. This is my normal state of acne on my back. Okay, I hope I'm showing it. Am I on camera at all? Am I showing? Oh, there they go. Am I showing the middle of my back? Hopefully I am. So, there you go. And now let's look at the left side. There we go. This is totally normal. This is all the time, every day. And now let me show you after. So I have a tank top and a bra on. I feel a little naked here, kind of on camera, which I don't love, but I am fully clothed and I have I have pants on too. Like I'm fully clothed. It's just when I move my tank top straps down around a little bit, it might start looking a little racy, and I'm not trying to be racy here. I'm just trying to show you my skin. So I have mascara on right now, and I have a little bit of face powder, which really doesn't do any good, but I was trying to de-shine my face. Good luck with that. I have naturally oily skin. There's nothing I can do about it. So here is my face. I'm gonna get closer. Hopefully my mascara, the only makeup I have on, looks decent, but this is my acne, or my lack of acne right now on my face because of the spironolactone. My forehead is clear. I have a bruise here. Don't mind my bruise. My cheeks are clear. My chin, oh, I also have some lipstick on, obviously. My chin area is clear. I have a little mark here, and that was a pimple. And this is an example of how I will have a mark left over from it for weeks to months. And I don't mean a week or two. Like, that's cute. That'd be nice. I'm not talking about a week or two. I'm talking 4 weeks plus. Easy for some of my marks and like hyperpigmentation to go away. So that did start as a pimple. The pimple is gone. It's completely flat, but I have been left with that little mark there now for weeks and weeks and weeks. I don't even know how long. And here's my other cheek. Nothing. My nose, nothing. I mean, I might have some wrinkles and some redness and some other like just aging and general skincare issues. That's fine. But what I don't have is breakouts. It's like, it's nuts. It's a whole other way of living. And I love it because I don't have to worry about it, and I don't feel bad about my skin and my breakouts all the time. And oh, it's a whole other level, and it makes me so happy. Okay, so that is my face and neck, and maybe I'll tip the camera a little bit to show you my chest. I don't know, that does not sound family friendly. Let me pull my tank top up a little bit here. So here's my chest currently. And I will maybe move, okay, one strap like that. So yes, I would also break out on my chest. Less than face and back, but still definitely would break out on my chest. Sometimes smaller pimples, sometimes a little bit bigger, but they generally stayed smaller. But I could have multiple pimples on my chest at one time. Easy, no problem. And then here's the other side, and I think I have just some general like redness to my skin anyway. And occasionally, I'll get like a tiny little bump somewhere here. But in general, I have no acne on my chest, nothing. So now I'll turn around the best I can, and I'm gonna show you my back. All right, so here's hopefully a decent look at my back, at least the upper part of my back. And YouTube, I'm not doing anything racy. This is a family-friendly channel. I'm just showing skin for acne purposes, for acne discussion, not to be racy. Okay, so I will move one strap down, and you can see how that's doing there. And here's the left side. So currently, not one. As far as I can tell, as far as I can feel, I don't think I really have anything going on back there. It looks totally different. This is night and day. Okay, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I am open to chatting with anybody that would like to chat about anything acne related. If you wanna share your struggles with it currently, or what you've been through with it and what's working for you right now, or maybe products, medications, that kind of thing that haven't worked for you. Again, I'm not trying to give anybody medical advice here. I just think maybe it was helpful to talk about it and have some of this dialogue, because acne can make you feel so terrible about yourself. And there's probably a bigger discussion in there about letting our appearance affect how we feel about ourselves and how we value ourselves and how we feel embarrassment and things. That's probably a bigger discussion I could have, but I will save that for another time. Because the truth is, no matter how ideally, like the ideal way to think about it and not care about your acne. The truth is, I cared about my acne. It affected how I felt every single day. So it was a big deal, and emotionally it impacted me, and I feel so much better now. And I wish I would have gotten help sooner, but I didn't. But now you know some of my history with it, what I've taken, what works, what doesn't work for me, and that currently I'm on the Spironolactone and it works for me. I wish I would have gone to the doctor so much sooner. I wish I would have found this medication so much sooner, because it has made me feel so much better about my skin. It has absolutely given me results. I have clear, basically acne-free, beautiful skin now, and I'm absolutely thrilled. But I'm also here to talk. So if anybody wants to leave a comment or send me a message on Instagram or email, I have had people do that for sure in the past, especially about some of my facial filler journey that I've been through. And this is another subject. Acne is another subject that it's something I've struggled with, and it's something that I think we should talk about more and be more like open about. And I'm here to listen or to talk if you want to chat about it in any way. So I have email, I have Instagram. You can always leave me a comment here on YouTube if you have any venting or anything you want to share about it. And I hope somebody out there got something out of this video. I know my acne makes me feel, not so much at the moment, but without the medicine, when it's really bad, it makes me feel very lonely. And there might be somebody else that felt or feels that way right now too. Like you are very lonely with how your skin looks and nobody gets it. And there's nothing you can do, and this is just you forever. I get it. I totally get it. And you are in fact not alone. So thank you very much for watching this whole video. If you've made it this far, I do appreciate it. And I will talk to you very soon. Bye.